What's going on, guys? So, I was running some things through my head. We finally hit 300 subscribers, so I'm like, you know what, maybe it's time for a new series, just a little something to screw around with. And I figured, well, maybe let's do something people haven't really done before. That being, taking a look back years and years and years ago. Just this one we're going to do for episode 1 is only a few years ago now. But, I'm going to take the glass off. Basically, we're going to look back and see what the NHL looked like a few years ago and the rumors that were around during that time. It's kind of hard for me to explain because I'm kind of a dumbass, but it's going to make sense when I show you this page. Shaboom. So, we're going to take a look at Rick Nash and the New York Rangers way back when. We're going to take a look at all the articles published from February 21st, 2012 to July 22nd, 2012. Now, the reason why it's July 22nd, 2012 is because July 23rd, 2012, as many know, was the day that Rick Nash was traded to the Rangers. So, I thought it would be fun, maybe just take a look back at old things like, there's 100 things we take a look at. We could take a look at old trade rumors like, let's see. We could take a look at, well, we got Nash and the Rangers here. We could take a look at the Bobby Ryan Flyers from like 2011 to 2013 until he got traded to Ottawa. We could take a look at the like Cavalier rumors when he had value. We could take a look at the Marty St. Louis fallout before he got traded to the Rangers. The Jeff Carter to the Blue Jackets trade, the Mike Richards to the Kings. We could do like all what were big trades at the time or that almost seem insignificant now. The McDonough and Gomez trade. We could take a look back on all those, read all the articles, the rumors. I just feel like it would be fun, almost like history lessons. We could take a look at all stuff. Unfortunately for me, I'm an idiot and a near-damn encyclopedia when it comes to stuff. I tend to remember a lot of things like this and like to look back on them. And every now and again, I'll find myself doing this just out of the blue instead of doing homework for college like I should be doing. But anyways, let's take a look at some of these. Let's just see how the episode goes. So first and foremost, I wish we could sort by sort by date. So let's take a look. We're just gonna do one page. We're not gonna take a look at every single page. But let's see. Let's take a look at the Toronto Maple Leafs offer what they're offering for Rick Nash back in 2012. So based on the rumblings in Twitterverse, there appear to be only 2 suitors remaining for Rick Nash: the Maple Leafs and the Rangers. Now that's odd because I don't remember being I was 2012. I was 12 years old. I was 12 and 13 years old. What I remember was it was the Rangers, the Flyers, the Leafs. Was it the Blues? And I think it was the Blues and the Kings, something like that. But they were all in on Rick Nash. Let's see. Let's see what they were asking for. So Nashville has advanced. TBJ gets one of Delzato or McDonough. Yeesh. A first, prospect, Tim Erickson. In hindsight, McDonough for Nash straight up, take everything else out, would have been a steal for Columbus. Just based off of McDonough's age and what he ended up accomplishing between 2012 and 2018. So yeah, wow. We almost made out like gangbusters considering we only think about Benisimov, the Dubinsky of first and Erickson. And we ended up getting a 3rd-round pick from Columbus that turned into Pavel Buchnevich. And the 1st-round pick we sent them was Kirby Reichel, who was recently, I believe, put on waivers or traded again. Let's see. The Leafs would have traded Jake Gardiner, top prospect Joe Cole, top prospect, rookie winger Matt Fratton, and a 1st-round pick. Wow, that would have been a steal for the Blue Jackets. I mean, Jake Gardiner's good, don't get me wrong, but wow. Who knows what Rick Nash could have done in Toronto, especially with that low of a price? Because as we all know today, Matt Fratton and Joe Coburn were nothing. Let's go to Hockey DB, and let's see what that 1st-round pick turned into. We'll go to Mitch Marner from Maple Leafs. So, it would have been a 2013 1st-round pick. That's what the Rangers traded. The 2013 1st-round pick turned into Frederick Gauthier. Oh my God, they would have robbed them blind. I mean, assuming that this was the pick they would have had, because we can't really assume anything else other than that they would have had that pick. Jesus. Wow. Well, good thing Columbus didn't trade him to Toronto. Damn. From what I hear, this is Dave Pagnotta. CBJ wants Stepan badly, but will settle for Hagelin. Dubinsky, Kreider, Stepan, or Hagelin, and pick. Not necessarily a first. Well, they ended up getting Dubinsky. They didn't get Hagel. So, you know what? I mean, it's also good to look back at stuff like this because it goes to show you that Glenn Sather, as much as he destroyed our future, he could have done a lot worse. Because could you imagine if he would have traded McDonough a first and what Tim Erickson was at the time? That would have been... Could you imagine the outrage we'd be having right now? I mean, we'd have his head on a pike. And now they're saying they wanted... If we would have traded Stepan and Kreider and a pick or something like that, gee, we would have been pretty upset. So maybe Glenn Sather knew what he was doing. Just maybe. Ranging completely against the idea of moving Delzato or McDonough for Nash. Should have moved Delzato in hindsight. He did get his Kevin Klein, and Kevin Klein got us to a cup final. So, I mean, you can make that argument, too. Yeah, wow, that's... Yikes. That's interesting. I'm kind of glad I went back and I haven't seen that one yet. No, I've read most of these. Well, let's take a look and see what Jarmo Kekalainen said. Oh, no, this got... Oh, my God, that's right. This is when Halston was their GM. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Trading center, yeah, whatever. Yeah, see, L.A. Like I said, L.A. San Jose was another one. That's right, because Nash and Jumbo Joe Thornton were really good friends. I'm kind of curious. I want to see what the asking prices were from the other teams, because we know what the asking price was from the Rangers and the Leafs. I kind of want to see the other things. Yeah, it's not really showing us any of that. I mean, I'd be curious to see. Let's see. If the price is right, Rangers must add Nash. Okay. Let's see what this is about. Right on the Rangers finals. Now, listen. I will say this. I think a big mistake by the Rangers is instead of acquiring... Sorry about that. A little bit of an interruption, but we're back. Anyways, I'm going to finish that thought. What was I up to? Before trading for Rick Nash, long after the 2012 deadline, after the draft and everything, if we would have traded for him and acquired him at the 2012 trade deadline, we might have given up the same pieces, but it would have been better because... All right, so here's the deal. We acquired Rick Nash, the free agency leading up to the first lockout. Now, as many of you know, and some of you don't know, I attribute a lot of Rick Nash's failures with the Rangers to this. Not that he was a failure with us, but he did have a lot of failures with us. He had a few of them. Not a lot. During the lockout, when he went overseas and was playing with Joe Thornton, he had his first concussion. So every year that we had Rick Nash, although he had some hella years with us, yeah, he did have some good ones, he was always playing with the concussion in his back pocket, and he had a few more with the Rangers. Could you imagine the Rangers team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals with only Marian Gaborik, who was shit in the playoffs, and an injured team across the board when we lost to the Devils? I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying what it was. Could you imagine if we would have taken that team into that playoff run with Rick Nash? So instead of all the pressure being on Marian Gaborik to do all the goal scoring, because there really wasn't any other scorers on that team. Brad Richards was the setup guy. Gaborik was really the finisher. Could you imagine the difference? That playoff run, how different that playoff run could have been? Could that have been the Rangers Stanley Cup ticket right there? Bringing in Rick Nash at the deadline and not at the draft? Now, this is assuming, of course, that we send away the same assets. So you could also make a case for, well, if you traded Dubinsky, you might not have gotten that far. Fair game. But let's take a look at the Rangers 2012 team. We'll actually look up Brandon Dubinsky, because why the hell not? Dubinsky was one of my favorite Rangers of all time. Let's see. This is the last year with the Rangers. So take a look. Yeah, he was having a shit year anyways. And as for the playoffs, what did Dubinsky do? He played 9 games, and he had 2 assists. And 14 penalty minutes. Just think about it. Not that... Now listen, it's been easily settled on at this point that Rick Nash really is not a playoff performer. Could that be attributed to his concussions? Possibly. But I'm just trying to think right now. If we would have, the same as I now, we also got to take a look at Anisimov and all things. Yeah, I mean, Anisimov had 10 points. He had 3 goals. But imagine you minus those 2 guys, you add Rick Nash. So who comes into the lineup after he leaves? Probably Zuccarello. If not Zuccarello, it would have been Avery. Which, by the way, I think a big mistake in the Eastern Conference Finals was not playing Sean Avery. I mean, he's always in the head of Martin Brodeur. Why would you not have him out there? I never could make sense out of that. Just me personally. And you had John Mitchell in over him. Mitchell really wasn't that great. He was good, but he wasn't great. Even Fedotenko wasn't bad. He had a good playoff run, though. But anyway, just think about that for a second. How different could the Rangers' playoff run been? We had Rick Nash that year. Just sit and think about it for a minute. Me personally, I think that could have made us compete with the LA Kings that year. I'm not saying we were gonna beat them that year. I'm just saying that would have certainly made us compete a lot better against the Kings than I think the Devils did. And I don't see how that's unfair to say. The Devils beat us in 6 games, yes. We looked like shit in that conference finals. But who knows? Maybe that little extra could have been Rick Nash. That could have been the guy that put us over the top. But who knows? Who knows? Hindsight is always 20/20. Anyway, let's take a look back and just see some more things here. Let's see what this guy's saying. I did 2018. Wow, look at it. It's 2018 now. It's not very ouch anymore now, is it? Let's see. Yeah, see, they wanted Delzato McDonough. That much was clear. They were untouchables, clearly. It would include Dubinsky. Now, I don't think Nash and Dubinsky are a wash, but obviously Nash will get the advantage over Dubinsky. You look at their careers, and one man is wildly more successful than the other. Not that Dubinsky isn't successful, but Rick Nash is way more accomplished than he has, even though neither one of them won a Stanley Cup. Hey, Kreider, I'm glad we didn't trade Kreider. As bad as he's been this year, despite injury. I was talking about the beginning of the year when he wasn't really affected very much. 2010 first rounder. Dylan McIlrath. Yeah, I mean, this is all about right. Poor Wojtko. I miss Wojtko. I mean, I was always for getting Rick Nash. My dad too. We were high on Nash, but I had a feeling when that lockout happened. I didn't think it would be a concussion. I kind of had a feeling he'd get hurt. Something overseas. Of course that happened. Let's see. Neil Smith. What does he have to say? The former Ranger GM, the GM that built the '94 team for the Rangers. Let's see. Yeah, people complain that Henrik Lundqvist is old then. Look at him now. Jesus. That was it. Kings didn't trade for Rick Nash because they already had gotten Jeff Carter. There you go. Dubinsky, 2019 first, Kreider, and either... Yikes. Yeah, that's a heavy package. JT Miller. I mean, I guess... What the hell? I'm not interested. Well, let's go ahead now, and we will make... we'll see everyone's reaction to it. Let's go to 7/23/2012. Boom. Yeah. July 23rd, 2012, Rick Nash was traded to the Bruins by the Rangers. Okay. In 2012, Ryan Lindgren was, 14. Okay. Anyway, we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Let's see. I mean, you guys can read it too. I'm not going to read it all out loud. I'm kind of reading it for myself too a little bit here. That's crazy, yeah. I want to see people's opinions on it. I want to see what people said. I mean, that was a dream, having those three just be your guys. Oh my God! I remember having a conversation with my dad. Oh my God! The Rangers are gonna have the best first line in the NHL: Nash, Gaborik, and Richards. Wow! The thought of that was making us go crazy. Yeah, I mean, it was an exciting time. It was very excited. I was certainly excited. I'll never forget it. I was in the bathroom taking care of business when this trade happened. I almost I almost shot up. I was like, "Whoa, holy shit!" It's funny. I saw it first on Facebook. Let's see. Yeah, I would have. I didn't have Twitter at the time. All my news came from Facebook. So, this is where I got delivered to the news. I was just scrolling through my Facebook feed, and this is what I saw. So Rick Nash got traded to the Rangers, and now here we are in 2018, 6 years later, about roughly, a little less, like 5.5, 5 3/4. Yeah, now Nash is a Bruin. Those were the days. Let's take a look, see what the New York Times says, and then we're going to call it a video. Just, this is... Obviously, the video is going to be a little bit more high quality than this. I'm testing this out just as much as you are. Yeah, let's see. Okay, you can go away. Yeah, this is what we thought. Crazy. Crazy. I remember getting excited when, we all found out the NHL was coming back after the lockout. We tuned into MSG. Rick Nash and Marian Gaborik look like they're going to play together with Brad Richards. And just the thought of that was so freaking exciting. Having Nash and Gaborik on the same team. And lo and behold, Marian Gaborik was traded halfway through that season. We only got to see 20 games with them together. And who do we have to thank for that? John Tortorella. Attaboy, Johnny. Oh my God. I can make a video on Tortorella alone and what he did to the Rangers. Boy, I totally could. I totally could. I know. I remember that too when they thought the Rangers were going to get Shane Doan. Thank God we didn't. Jesus Christ. Doan ended up getting 2.75 for 5 years. Well, that was 5 years, 3 years, something like that. We couldn't have afforded that. Hell no. Hell no. And he wasn't even that good. All right. I'm going to call the video. That was actually a lot of fun. I did enjoy reading that. Actually, I learned a little bit right there. So you guys let me know. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. But until then, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.